Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, crescendo.
Qualification match number 20 kicking off with the Steelhawks launching a note into their speaker as two red robots do the same. Kingsman Robotics with an additional note in their possession, looking to line up with their speaker, but failed to do so before the end of the autonomous period. Teleoperated period begins. Drivers take control of their robots. Steelhawks dropping off a note into their amp before heading out in search of another note. 7504, the Cyber Boss dropping off a note into the speaker as their alliance partner Kingsman Robotics attempts to do the same. 3204, the Steampunk Penguins over in their source zone looking to acquire a note from their human player. Their feathered friends, the Steelhawks, drop off a note into their amp, setting them up halfway for an amplification on their speaker. Speaking of amplification, Elite drops off their second note into the amp, meaning that the red speaker is ready to be amped. 2875, that's the Cyberhawks dropping a note into the blue amp as well, meaning the blue amp is also ready. On the other side of the field, red speaker has been amped and two notes have been scored, yielding a nice 10 points for the Red Alliance. Here comes Team Elite to follow up with the additional note to the red speaker before driving off to get additional notes. We see on the blue side of the field, the blue speaker is amplified. Steelhawks attempting to line up and shoot their note, but unfortunately it gets caught and they don't quite manage it as the amplification runs out. Collision between robots on the blue amp. Flags waving in the air. We'll see how that affects the match results. On the red amp, we have Elite dropping off a note into the amp, meaning that the speaker is ready to be amped, and there it goes. Red speaker is lit up. Kingsman Robotics dropping a note clean into the speaker for 5 points. That guitar riff means it's time to climb. Robots take the stage. Human players are launching high notes towards their microphone to try to spotlight their robots. Unfortunately, they all narrowly miss as robots take the stage and attempt to climb up their chains. The match comes to a conclusion with robots in various states across the field, with Red Alliance taking the win with a score of 68-30. The Red Alliance has also earned an additional ranking point for the Melody bonus, bringing all three teams up in ranking